You know you're not broke. So let me say that again, this time around, very slowly. You are not broke. You are just in a cycle and it's being fueled by one small sneaky habit that's costing you $35 every week. Sometimes even more. And it's keeping you poor. Now think about this. If the wisest counselors in history, like Ahithophel of Jerusalem, Joseph of Egypt, and Zhu Liang of China, men who advised kings and saved empires, if they came to you and said to you, this is how to escape poverty and build real wealth, would you ignore them? I hope not. Because today their wisdom is still echoing louder than ever in your daily habits, your mindset, and yes, even in your wallet. Let's break the curse. Let's expose this $35 habit keeping you stuck. Let's talk about wealth, real wealth. Welcome to Gracie Talks Wealth. Let's make it happen. So, what exactly is this $35 habit that's not just one thing? But here is the pattern. So $12 on fast food, let's say a burger, $7 on premium coffee, $5 on some app that you don't even know that you subscribed for, $11 on impulse buys at some dollar store or online store. Think about this. That's over $35 a week. That is like $140 a month and $1,680 a year. And in 10 years, that's $16,800. Not even counting compound interest if you invested it. Does that worry you? The problem isn't the coffee, it's the unconscious spending of money leaving your account without purpose or return. This isn't budgeting, it's bleeding. And your wealth can grow if your wallet is always leaking. Let's go deeper now. Because this is where ancient wisdom meets modern money. Yes. In the scriptures and in ancient texts, we see royal advisors, divine financial strategists, if you will, who helped entire kingdoms thrive through vision, thrive through planning and stewardship. Let's look at a few. Ahithophel, advisor to King David in the Bible. He was so wise. The Bible says his advice was like consulting God himself. His strategies won wars until pride clouded his ears. Let's look at the second one. Chanakya, the master strategist behind the Mauryan Empire in India. He gave King Chandragupta of India, Maurya's empire, the timeless wisdom in economics, in diplomacy and statecraftship to transform a fragmented land into a powerful united kingdom that outlived its enemies and shaped future empires. The third, Joseph, advisor to Pharaoh. He saved Egypt from 7 years of famine by planning during the 7 years of abundance. He built a national emergency fund. Does that sound familiar? Zhu Liang, advisor to Emperor Liu Bei, founder of the Shu Han dynasty, was the legendary chief strategist and advisor to Liu Bei, who founded the Shu Han dynasty during China's Three Kingdoms period. His counsel not only helped Liu Bei rise from a warlord status to an emperor status, but also laid the administrative, military, and moral foundation of a strong and respected Chinese kingdom. What do these men have in common? Each of these men gave kings a roadmap. Save, invest, prepare, prioritize. Now, here is the hard truth. Many of us are too broke to take free advice, and we are too self-absorbed to listen when wisdom knocks. How can $35 change your life, you may say? So let's flip this now. What if you redirected that $35 a week, which we understand translates to $140 a month? Imagine that you invested this money in an RSP or a first home savings account, FHSA, at 7% return for 10 years, which will yield you over $24,000. Did you hear me say $24,000? Yes. And that's a down payment, a business seed, a child's RESP, a policy loan, cash value, real leverage. What if instead of coffee and cravings, you bought clarity instead? What if you used that $35 for, let's say, a wealth mentorship group? How about a finance book or online class? Does that sound too far-fetched? No. And let's look at this one. How about your first investment? Or you could use that amount to build emergency savings. Think about also paying off your high interest debt from those credit cards that will never allow you to save extra cash. And therapy to heal your relationship with money will go a long way if you choose to use that money instead of buying that cup of coffee. The poor mindset says this, it's just $5. But the wealthy mindset says every dollar must report to duty. So which one are you operating in? Let's begin to see how we can start breaking the habit to enable us to save for greatness. Let's start it small but strategic. Okay, this week let's try 3-step action we call PAW. P-A-W. P for pause, A for sign, and W for watch. So you pause every time you're about to spend. Ask yourself, is this a want or is this a wealth step? A for assign, that is assign $5, $10, $20 to that wealth goal. And W, watch it grow. Track your net worth, your savings, and your discipline. Remember, wealth is not a mystery. It's a mathematical reflection of wise decisions repeated over a period of time. Does that make sense to you? Sure it does, because like I said earlier at the beginning of this video, you're not broke, my sister. You're not broke, dear brother. You're just one decision, one habit, one $35 away from shifting your entire financial future. You've heard from ancient wisdom. Now it's your move. And please do not ignore this. Hit like if this shook you a little, comment I am choosing wealth, and share with someone who keeps saying I am broke but never checks where their money is leaking. And do not forget to subscribe to Gracy Talks Wealth, where we turn ancient wisdom into real world wealth. See you in the next one, and have a great day. Bye bye now.